Hello, everybody!
Yeah.
We are shiny hunting today. Me and Raisin are going to race and try to get every shiny Pokemon ever.
Well, technically right now we're just gonna be shiny hunt. It's not that much of a race right now. We're shiny hunting at the same time.
What are you talking about? I'm gonna keep it suspenseful the entire time.
Are you gonna get your shinies like a few eggs before or after me?
Already did. Accidentally already hatched one. So,
Accidentally.
So mark my thing as 1. Actually, mark it as 2 now, because I am opening my second egg.
What the heck,
We're
man?
starting in the very beginning, which is Bulbasaur.
Yay.
You know, once we get to like episode 500, there's gonna be like a lot of hype on who's going to get the shiny first.
On 500.
Yeah, on 500. That's when we'll have enough people who are like, ooh, Raisin's in the lead by 3, but I'm still rooting for Drew anyways because I like his character more.
He's got nice hair.
He does have nice hair.
He's got nice hair.
I like his head. But actually, I think you're gonna be the favorite.
Think so?
I think so.
I'm pretty favorable.
I think you're just naturally more funnyable.
Funny.
Is that a word?
Just naturally more.
I think
funny.
you're just naturally more funnyable.
I think it's naturally more funny. But
I feel like
just
I
naturally
am
more funny.
I am more of the person who carries the plot forward.
The plot.
Yeah, the plot.
Is there plot in this?
Yes, the plot of our lives. I carry the plot, and you're like the funny guy in the background that's like, what's the difference? To like everything, you know? You're that guy.
I have been told I'm pretty funny.
By me.
By you.
Raisin, how are you doing today? Did you enjoy today? We played games all day today.
We did play games literally all day.
You gonna do it with me tomorrow?
Sure.
Heck yeah.
It's gonna probably be a lot of this.
I think we'll get a lot of videos done tomorrow if we do that.
Think so?
I think so.
I mean, we said we were gonna get a lot of videos. You said you wanted to do everything today. We got 5 videos done today.
I knew we wouldn't, specifically because if we make these shiny hunts an hour long,
God.
There's only so much we can do.
Goodbye to my storage.
Might have to transfer directly after this video. We'll find out.
Because I still got videos to get.
I actually, well, it says my phone is charging right now. So I guess I don't need to plug it in at this moment, but that battery might die fast, honestly.
That could have been it.
That could have been it.
Was that 4th egg?
It
could have been it.
I think it was. Let me check. Yep.
Get your shiny Volcarona out of my face.
This is my Volcarona that I shiny hunted off camera.
Keep talking about it.
I named it Mothra.
Show us the moves.
Did I give it good moves?
I don't know.
I think I IV trained it.
Show us all the moves. Show us it's like EVs and stuff like. Just
I did train this thing.
Just do that. Yeah.
Hurricane, Bug Buzz, Psychic, and Flamethrower.
Yeah, keep doing that.
I just love
Brave Nature.
Of
Hey, what does Brave Nature do for it?
Oh, it makes it more brave.
No, like. Keep talking about it so I can get more eggs.
No, I kind of don't want you to be ahead of me. I kind of want to stay in the lead.
I've already got 1 egg down. That's right.
Don't like that. Don't like that at
all.
all.
I love it so much. Oh, goodness. Man. Oh, I'm on my 2nd egg. What you gonna do?
I am going to... Oh, no.
Oh, he's choking. He's choking. What are the odds this is shiny right now? I'll tell you. 1 out of 500 something.
What is the odds? Tell the camera.
Well, we are doing something called a Masuda methoding, which is where you have a foreign ditto being one that is not in the country your Switch is registered in. So ours is American, so I don't know about him. I have a Japanese ditto. So you do a Japanese ditto or a Japanese Pokemon of any sorts.
I have one as well.
And breed it with a different Pokemon or the same Pokemon that is from a different region. So like Japanese, American. And then that will lower the odds significantly to like 1 in 600 something.
No, it's like 1.
No.
Oh, wait, you're
1 in 600 something.
You're still going.
However, we have the shiny charm, which increases the shiny odds. So that will lower it from the 1 in 600 to 1 in 500 something. 512, I think.
I think that's right. I think it is 512.
512. So those are the odds that we are running with on Bulbasaur. And the majority of the Pokemon that we will be shiny hunting for will be Masuda Methadine.
There's going to be certain Pokemon where we're not going to be able to hatch, such as legendaries, which, I mean, the best way to get shiny legends is through the dens, which we have not done yet. And we've actually saved specifically for the shiny race, but it might take forever to get there because we're going in order. Yeah. All right.
We're going to be doing like Articuno. That's going to be the first legend.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
And we're going to have to go through so many dens until we get it.
Yeah, it's going to be disgusting.
I guess we can do those together. We'll have to wait on each other if we do it that way.
Oh, the thing is, we can like prep beforehand. And like, because there are certain legends that, because I have sword, he has shield, so there are certain legends in each game that are not in the other.
Mm-hmm.
So what we can do is like we can prep beforehand, and like if you need one, I can let you do a raid in that, just so you can like save it in your like little notes thing that they give you, whatever, I don't know what it is. But that's the way we're gonna do it, because that's the only way we can do it. Unless we want to just hop online and get lucky. Which neither of us are.
No, we gotta record it. We gotta do it at the same time, or else it's cheating in a way.
Oh, it's cheating.
This is an experiment.
It's cheating.
Yeah.
I was just saying to like get.
Do you think we'll be pretty much at the same pace, same speed? Like on the same like deep into the dive? Or do you think someone's gonna be significantly ahead of the other?
I think I will be ahead.
Okay, pretty confident.
Come La Vesta. Because if you don't know, actually these people don't know. I started shiny hunting for La Vesta like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't have it because when I hit double odds, I stopped hunting for it because I was going insane.
That's why he doesn't like my Mothra.
That's why I don't like your Mothra. It's trash.
Because I shiny hunted it and I found it fast.
Correct. Sandy gas may also be an issue. Could be an issue for me because Sandy gas hated me. Also went double odds for Sandy gas.
We hunted that at the beach 2 years ago.
Jeez, 2 years ago.
We might release the beach trips on this channel if people would actually want to see vlogs on this channel in the future.
Oh goodness.
If it does take off and that's what people want, then we'll give it to them.
Who cares?
They could see our struggle through that week, while also enjoy.
It was my struggle.
It was his struggle because
I
got it within 40 eggs actually.
Yeah, you got it in a box.
And he got it over double odds.
1 over double odds actually.
Yep. Exactly 1 over, which is
10,
like 10,
20,
10, 25.
Yep. Math.
I'm so good at math.
You are. I'm very proud. Your math has gotten very better.
Yeah, I used to.
Very much better.
I used to be bottom of my class. For some reason, college was very easy to get into because our school really sucked, and it was too hard. And every book was a college book.
Made college easy.
It made college super easy. So easy, I decided not to go anymore. Because I ran out of money.
Like I took, what did I take? I took pre-cal. I took trigonometry in college.
That's another thing we're going to get
things.
into on these videos. We're going to go more in depth about our lives. Because I'm pretty sure you guys don't just want to watch mindless movements
Unless
for
you
an
want
entire
to.
hour
Unless
without
you want
any
to.
kind of commentary.
If you want to see us sit for an hour and say nothing, and you can just watch the mind-numbiness of the circles take place of these eggs, let us know.
You could just mute us.
You're good.
Because I kind of want to talk. It's honestly making this mindless activity much more exciting for me, personally.
Like, we will turn the music and such up, so you can hear the music, you can hear the egg cracking.
We'll just mute the voice. And
we'll just shut up.
Keep it going.
So what is your method right now for doing these eggs?
The way I do it is I select all the Bulbasaurs at once, pick them up, put them on one side of the box, and usually I'll have a row of eggs that I can just multi-select and just put it into my little spot.
Because you used to like count. You used to count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs.
Yeah,
then...
I mean, I've mastered counting in my head while talking, so I don't really have to think too hard about it.
You're a good multitasker then.
Can you not do that?
I don't know.
I feel like we've shiny hunted long enough to where...
I don't want to try.
Well, the way I do it, I feel like I'm faster when I actually try a little bit in my mind. You know, I was actually worried about how focused I could be telling a story while also doing this.
I feel like this is all just muscle memory.
I feel like it is muscle memory because I mean I've been able to do this while watching TV.
Yeah. We've done this kind of like a week or 2 or 3 after this game came out, like a few years back.
Yes.
Almost 3 years ago.
We've been doing this a long time, and we're always multitasking while doing this.
Yeah, usually I'm driving and shiny hunting.
Yeah, both at the same time.
At the same time. For legal purposes, I do not do that.
I do apologize if sometimes we go quiet. It is because we're somewhat focused on this. It happens. I mean, we're playing a game.
Going in circles is very difficult for me to do.
Yeah.
And talk at the same time. Because it's just difficult.
Well, for me, it's like just going
like
back,
what you're doing
going
right
back
now.
to the box and doing this.
Wow.
This is kind of unorganized right now, the way I'm doing it.
You're
Usually
doing
I
a
do
good
it much
job.
better.
You're doing a great job, though. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
What does shiny Bulbasaur look like?
It is green.
Thanks.
And
Thanks for that.
well, it is.
It's like a
It's
light
more of a
green, ain't it?
green,
It's like
yeah.
a lime greeny.
Like at first when you start hatching eggs,
it's gonna look like
it
this.
looks. For some reason, it looks more shiny on my screen. Like every egg, you kind of have to like squint. But once you actually see the real shiny, then you know.
See, like we're playing at nighttime, so like it's kind of dark out. So when it goes to this egg screen, it's just big, bright. Oh, and that. I feel like I'd be able to tell. I
think you could definitely tell on your TV.
Well,
on that TV.
Whenever we do look at something, the same thing for countless times, I think we're gonna notice it when it's different.
Yeah, I think
but that's just me though. Because sometimes I would only know it's shiny by like the sound and the little sparkle thingies.
Well,
you know what I mean.
We have nothing to distract us this time except ourselves.
Except each other.
Yeah. So like, are we really gonna look away from the TV to have a conversation? I mean, we don't even look at each other most of the conversations we have.
Oh.
But we're actually going to talk about ourselves.
Oh God.
Very privately on here, and
very privately.
Yeah, well, very publicly on our privates lives.
Careful.
On our private lives. So we're going to discuss. I thought since we're starting at the very beginning, let's just start at the beginning of our lives.
So I was born by a woman.
That is interesting.
As hopefully most people are.
If
you
age.
were not born from a woman, let us know what you were born from. I'm curious.
Dude, in like 200 years, it'll probably be common to just be genetically created.
To ask the question, what were you born from?
Well,
wild.
Yeah. Like, the lines are like not as linear anymore. So much development and changes. Let's see. I was born from a female as well. My dad helped.
Represent.
Growing up, I was. I was gonna say a dumb kid, but I feel like I was secretly smart. I was a secretly smart kid because the way I always had my perspectives was like watching Ed, and Eddie at like the age of 5. I remember thinking, I want to be like Eddie.
Which one was that?
The dumb one.
Okay.
I wanted to be the dumb because he was funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I feel like I adopted over time.
So you think you're dumb now?
I
can tell you're dumb now.
Well, I think part of it stuck with me. those dreams of wanting to be that character, I think they kind of manifested on itself. So yeah, I was like an Eddie for a bit, but sorry, this is the part I told you I'd get distracted about. Moving Bulbasaurs, very distracting process.
Why don't you just like press Y and then you don't have to do that extra menu? Oh, it's another
not
step.
Doing that.
Another step to do. You can't
Can't
handle
do that.
it.
I'm not handling that.
You can barely handle what you got.
You don't always get.
See, we're full of
what you
life right now.
want.
We're full of life because we're just starting this new project.
By the 9th Pokemon, we'll be tired and done.
By the 9th one,
We'll be wanting to do something
by
else.
Weedle, we're gonna be done. Oh, that's something we need to talk about. Like, are we gonna do? Is this gonna be a shiny living dex?
Not a shiny living dex. We are doing one of each line.
Just one of each. Okay.
And if one Pokemon has 2 different forms, we have to do that Pokemon twice.
Oh.
So
Sugar.
if it's a Slowpoke line, we come across Slowbro in the Pokedex and Slowking in the Pokedex. Well, we got to do one Slowpoke for each. And in Slowpoke's case, we have to do it 4 times. Because we have to do Galarian.
I was about to say, do we have to do like Alolan forms?
Oh, that's something we need to talk about.
And Galarian forms?
Should we do forms?
Oh. Now it's a question.
Because technically we've already done that Pokemon. They were just like a different type. So... I mean, in cases like Mr. Rhyme, I feel like that's a scenario where we have to like do
well,
that
technically...
one.
Oh. Technically, there... Well, I mean, it's kind of the same argument because there's a Mr. Mime, Galarian Mr. Mime, and only that one evolves into...
Yeah, same thing with Zigzagoon. Which Zigzagoon do we do when we get to that Pokemon? Do we do the one where it has a final evolution?
Well, then we got Yamask, because we have to do 2 of Yamask.
Yeah, but that... yeah, obviously we do 2 Yamask for that one, because that's 2 different Pokemon.
Yeah.
But, like, Zigzagoon... Like, there's only one that has a final evolution, so do we just do the one with the final evolution, or do we do both? This is when things get more complicated, which we won't have this scenario come up for a while, but when we do eventually face it, if we ever get there, we're going to have to think about forms.
Ugh, sugar. Sugar, honey, iced tea, brother. This is too much.
It's just a thought.
It's too much.
But right now, we're just out. Shiny hunting Bulbasaurs.
We're just looking for a plant.
The first 3 starters of Pokemon in general.
Who is your favorite first-gen starter that's not Charizard? Who is your second favorite?
Bulbasaur.
Yeah!
Easily Bulbasaur.
I love Bulby.
Squirtle, for some reason, just never hit me that hard.
I feel that.
I mean, I like Squirtle, and Blastoise has a great design. If it was in other generations, I'd probably pick it in comparison to other starter mons.
You want to know why it doesn't really do it for me?
Why?
Besides the first 2?
Why?
Probably because it doesn't have a second typing.
You know, I've never really thought about that.
That's just
That never really mattered to me when I first heard about
Dog, it mattered.
Blastoise.
It mattered to me because, like, I would always like try to like make my teams completely balanced. I mean, you know my completely balanced team.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You
I
really
can't
like
wait to get the Mudkip. I can't wait to get the Mudkip. I don't think I've ever had a shiny Mudkip. Ever.
Ever? I thought you shiny hunted one.
No. Never. And I want shiny Mud Boy. Because I love him. Because Mudkip is the best starter. Do not.
That is his favorite starter.
Do not at me. Please don't.
It's kind of hard to, like, beat Mudkip in a lot of ways. Because not only is its stats good, it only has one weakness.
One weakness, yes. Sir.
And you could argue that weakness is common, but In competitive play, not really.
There's not many good grass types, though. I'm not really sure because I don't do competitive.
I mean, there's a lot of grass starters that are pretty high up there. I mean, every starter is going to be absolutely
There's
perfect.
almost one grass starter per generation.
So it kind of just comes down to the matter of what's the best? What is the best?
Mudkip.
No, as in terms of grass starters.
Mudkip.
I always go Sceptile.
Don't you even say Trico.
I love Sceptile. That was my first.
Awful.
I have the first Sceptile I've ever had, which I think is from 2007.
When did I ask?
Actually,
2007.
it was very early. It was like when I was 8 or 10.
That is rare.
Yeah, I have my very first
Wow.
Sceptile. It's actually in this game. I think it's still in here. I took it from home and put it in here.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I did it after watching that video where that guy got his Blastoise back.
Oh my
after
gosh,
it being lost
yeah.
and corrupted for like 10 years. That was a great video.
That was a tremendous
I'm sure you could find
video.
it if any of you guys searched it. I don't know. I forget the user, but check that video out. It's like an hour long, but it's so worth it. It was
I didn't
journey.
realize it was an hour long until like I was 30 minutes into it.
Yeah. I mean, it
I was so
didn't
invested.
feel long. But
I was
like,
so invested in it.
I love that
I'm
video
like, this
so
man
much.
needs his Blastoise.
That is one of my favorite Pokemon videos. I'm sure he does. I think he does mostly just gaming videos of other topics. But that Pokemon one was great. I hope he does more of that in the future.
I hope so. That was cute. It was very nice.
I love that so much.
My first Pokemon ever was Mudkip.
Mine was Trico.
Maybe that's why.
Is that why you're like so against me? Is because Mudkip for life? That was your rival?
Mudkip.
Your rival was literally Trico.
It was. I don't know. I just don't like Trico. I think Trico's freaking weird.
Why is he weird?
All
He's
right.
like a raptor. Raptors are cool.
He's not a raptor.
That's what he's based off. Look at Grovile.
He's a gecko.
Look at Grovile. He has
literally a lizard.
He is a raptor lizard.
You know what I call my subtitles?
Trico is a gecko.
You know, whenever I get my Tricos, you know what I nickname them?
What?
Geico.
Yeah, I mean Trico is a gecko.
That's right.
But look at Grovile. That's a raptor. And then Sceptile.
I don't care.
I don't think he's exactly a raptor, but I mean he's very dinosaur-like.
No.
Which I didn't notice this trend until like this year. But every grass type is like based off a dinosaur. Like Venusaur is like
Venusaur.
that's obviously a
Meganium
dinosaur.
is a
Meganium
Stegosaurus.
is a Stegosaurus.
Sceptile's
Sceptile, raptor.
He's a reptile.
Who's next?
Torterra.
Torterra is like
He's based off the god from Avatar. That's what I nicknamed
but he
him.
definitely has a dinosaur-like design. I don't
Snivy.
remember the name of it, but the one with like flat body with like thorns sticking out. That's the one they based it off.
I'm a Stegosaurus.
Oh, what was the one after that?
Snivy.
Snivy is actually on a prehistoric snake. I did see that. Someone made that.
Alright, 6th gen. What about Chespin?
Chespin has a harder case.
That dude just weird.
I think I saw a video for it, but at the same time I can't remember.
I've already gotten one full box.
Yeah, I think I'm at one full box as well.
Wow.
We're about tied.
Your head start means nothing.
Do you have your name picked out for your Venusaur?
Thickums.
Thickums. Oh, that's great. My Venusaur that I used during our playthrough of our specific teams back in high school, I named it Thorn, and I still have him.
Oh, that's cute.
I don't know if I might give this shiny a different name though. I kind of like specific names that go with that Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there are names like that I use like I stole from you, like Haxorus, Carnage.
Yeah, Carnage fits so
That's just
well.
a good name.
That's
for
another Pokemon I shiny hunted on here. We should show them our shiny Pokemon sometime.
We can.
Because I mean, we hatched a lot. I mean, I have over a box.
I probably have
That,
close to 2 boxes as well.
That we just shiny hunted off camera.
What I was starting to do, I was starting to just like hunt in the wild Like, that's where I got my Phantom. That's where I got my Relicanth. Relicanth was a pain in my side.
Yeah. How many eggs did that one take?
I didn't do eggs.
Oh, that's right.
I did not do eggs.
You did a different method for that.
I did wild encounters. It took a bit. It probably took over 1,000. I didn't really keep count.
Yeah.
But I did it. It can only be found in one area, I'm pretty sure, but it's a 5% spawn rate.
Ooh.
So it took a minute, and it was rough.
I bet.
The day I got it, I was out. I was done. I was so tired. But recently, I've been hunting a Wimpod. I say recently, not that recently. Like, the last thing I was hunting for was Wimpod.
And he was not hatching it. He was going around trying to catch it.
Yeah,
as
in
it
the
runs
cave
away.
where it runs. I got pretty good at it.
That's pretty difficult, though. I don't know how you're willing to do that. I'd give up.
I just didn't want to do eggs. Like, I was sick of eggs. And here we are. Doing
Back
eggs.
to eggs.
Back to eggs, boys.
I'm sure as we get further down the line that there will be Pokemon that we just find easier to hunt in different methods.
Yeah.
And we can agree on it. Like the method in BDSP.
The Pokeradar?
Yeah, that might be an easier situation, but not every Pokemon you can find like that in that game. So we're also gonna have to do eggs in that game as well, because there's Pokemon in that game that we can't get in this game, but also there's Pokemon in that game that you can't catch in the wild that we'd have to hatch.
What are we gonna do about Pidgey?
We're gonna have to first they're gonna have to make home compatible with BDSP.
I actually think you can
We're gonna
find Pidgey.
Really?
I think so. I think it's.
I know you can find Raticate.
I think it's Pokeradar exclusive for Pidgey.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to find a Pidgey. We're going to have to hatch it in that game, and then I guess come back to this game. I wish every Pokemon was in one of these games. Like, that'd make things so easy. We wouldn't have to go back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah. I wish they just put the entire National Pokedex in this game, but no!
What I'm thinking, I really think that they're going to bring back every Pokemon in Gen 10.
Oh, God.
Be like a Smash Bros game. Like, everyone's here this time, and then everyone's so hyped for it.
Yeah.
It's like, finally! Like, 10th year, all Pokemon are here. And then the next gen, they won't have all of them in there again.
It'll only be like 400.
It's going to be only once every 10 years. Every 10 generations, I mean. That would suck.
10 years, that would be wild. Oh my god. 10th generation. That's wild to think about.
We are on the 9th generation.
Yeah, 9th gen comes out this year. I cannot believe that. I've been playing this since third.
We've only seen one trailer for it. What month are we in? May?
Yeah, comes out in what, November?
Yeah, so May, June, July.
When
August, September.
When did the Pokemon Presents come out? That came out in like March, didn't it?
Was it March? I feel like it was like February. I don't know why I'm thinking February. I don't think it was February.
Way off.
I think it was March.
Because we saw it at Hannah's house. When did we go over to Hannah's? When was that?
Why did we go to Hannah's house? If we can figure out that answer.
Why did we? We went to Applebee's.
Yeah. That was Pokemon Day. Pokemon Day is in February.
Oh,
right?
that was Johto Day.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And they did it the second month because it's the second gen.
Yeah.
So it was February.
Yeah.
I know that's not the reason we went to Hannah's house, but...
We did not go to Hannah's house for Pokemon Day.
We play Pokemon Go a lot, and we go out during the special days. Maybe we'll film that one day.
Pokemon Go?
Yeah, Pokemon Go vlog.
Ugh. I don't have the storage for that.
Yeah, you don't.
I do not have phone storage for
I
Pokemon
do.
Go videos.
But, like, my phone... I know my phone would, like, overheat. Because I'm going to stay on it the entire day. So that on top of screen recording...
Oh, yeah.
While trying to hold a camera and, like, do all that, that's too much.
Yeah, I don't feel like you can...
Maybe I'll get someone else to do it.
I don't feel like you can, like, play Pokemon Go and, like, flick your thumb well enough.
Yeah.
To throw the balls. I just don't think you're good at that. Sorry.
Like, we play Pokemon Go all the time. You would hope that,
I'm gonna do it right now, actually.
You're gonna play Pokemon Go while we're doing this?
I'm gonna play Pokemon Go while we're playing Pokemon.
Let me know if anything's around.
I will.
I want to catch up on you.
The Water Festival is happening right now. We need the dupe hitters.
Did you get the Lapras with the bow tie? Is that the only way to get Lapras with the bow tie?
Pretty sure. It's from the, like, Rage or something.
Well, oh yeah, probably in Raids.
There's a Rowlet.
Ooh.
I'm catching it.
I actually have like 100 Rowlets I need to trade.
Must be nice.
It's not, because you need to catch them. We try to get every Pokemon lucky as well. That could have been its own series. We're so far ahead into that now. We have like over 500 Pokemon lucky.
We could reset.
Reset our luckies.
Just make a new account.
Oh god, no. Pokemon Go is one of the, like, we've been playing for how many years?
2016.
6 years? Wow.
Good lord, it has been that long.
We've been on this game for 6 years. We still don't have every Pokemon lucky.
Of course.
So, like, imagine how long it would take if we started over. Oh, especially on the hard ones like Clan Pearl, where we had to get both evolutions. And
They're not even common anymore.
We just had to get quote-unquote lucky.
Well, like, we had, like, those events that, like, made them, like, common, that we were able to catch a lot of them. Not no mo.
Yeah, it's just not very common. Even during this water event, I'm not seeing any Clan Pearls.
I don't know if they're spawning.
So, Raisin, back to the beginnings of our lives. What did you want to be?
What did I want to be?
Yeah, what did you want to be? I'm sure there's someone that you wanted to be. Like, maybe you had something in mind. Like for me, it was like, I saw a funny guy on TV. I'm like, I want to be that guy because he's funny.
Just want to be the funny guy.
I want to be the funny guy.
Or
maybe it was a dream occupation, which I know that can't be true because you don't have any dreams or occupations.
Fair enough. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I, like... I don't know. Like, I don't remember much of my childhood. A lot, like...
How is your memory so bad?
Because I'm old, dude.
I'm the same age, and my memory's, like, really
Oh,
good.
you're older than me.
We gotta talk about how we met.
Oh, we do.
Do you remember your scenario before you...
My scenario?
Came... Yeah. What was your life like before you came to my school?
Let's see. I went to... my elementary school. It was a public elementary school.
We met in 5th grade, by the way.
Yes. So I was at this one school from kindergarten to 3rd grade. You actually know the school. Me and Dylan.
Yeah, y'all went to the same school.
We went to the same elementary school.
And I would pass that school on the way to my school.
Yeah. And actually, I remember this. My preschool, it was actually near here. So, like, you go out.
It's very close. It's closer than my school is.
Like, you go out and,
Don't be too descriptive.
I know.
I'll find out where we are.
Like, you go to, like, the way we always go.
Yeah.
Like,
it's,
out and onto, like, the main road. Like,
close to that grocery store, right? On that road. Kinda-ish.
My preschool?
Yeah.
Not my preschool.
Instead
of at that light,
I thought it was elementary
the light where we usually turn left, turn right, and it's like, it's that, like, church up on a hill.
Yeah.
Like that small, like, brown brick church that has, like, that long building in the back.
Yeah.
That was my preschool. I remember that. And I made a kid cry on the seesaw.
Wait. We have to touch on that. I don't think I ever heard that story.
No, it wasn't.
What'd you do to the poor kid on the seesaw?
He was at the top. I was at the bottom. I just got off.
Aggressively?
No, I just...
Did you not prepare him?
I was a dumb child. I didn't know how seesaws worked.
I'm pretty tired.
I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna go home now. And the kid who was at the top, he's like, "Oh!" and he started crying. I ran into like a little like playhouse thing
to hide
from
oh
like
my god,
the teacher.
I would do that too. I remember in recess. I don't know why this was such a common thing, but somehow I would always get in trouble where a kid got hurt.
Of course.
And I wasn't aggressive at all. I wasn't like beating kids up or anything. I think everyone was just a wimp. So like there were so many times where I'm like, I have to hide. This kid is hurt. He's gonna tell a teacher, and I'm gonna get in trouble. So I would go into this little slide pipe. It was a pipe.
Yeah.
That was also a slide.
I know what you're talking about.
And I would just hide in it. And then the teacher would say, "Drew," and then of course I'd just get out because I don't want to be Oh, I didn't
then you'd be
hear
in
you.
more trouble.
Yep, then you were more trouble. So I'd always have to
Yeah,
get
but
out.
we were inside when, like, it was like an inside play area, I guess. I don't know, because we're just chilling.
It was a seesaw inside.
It was like one of those like small seesaws. It wasn't like a big metal one, no.
Okay, that was my first thought.
It was like a plastic like kid seesaw,
Yeah.
So yeah, I did that. He was at top, I was at bottom. I got off. He got hurt, started crying, and since we were inside, it was just echoing. So like,
Yeah.
So like echo. So obviously, the teacher heard it. I saw the teacher running over, so I ran inside to like the little playhouse thing, whatever it was, to hide, and it didn't work. She found me immediately. Believe it or not, not a smart hiding place. I should have just ran. I could have outrun her. What's she gonna do? But that was my preschool. I then went to the elementary school, where I stayed at from kindergarten to 3rd grade. And I don't know if I told you this. I was a shy child.
I believe that.
I was very shy. I did not talk to a single one of my teachers up until like middle of 1st grade.
Jesus, you were way more shy than me, apparently.
Yeah, I didn't say a word to my kindergarten teacher, and my 1st grade teacher said if I don't start talking, I was gonna get in trouble.
Oh my god.
I don't know. She may have been bluffing. I should have called her bluff. But no, it was so funny because like one time in 1st grade, my teacher, she always tried to get me to speak. I would not do it. Well, she thought she had me. She thought she played me real good. Well, we were in the middle of class, and she called on me to answer a question. And what can I do? I can't say no. So what I did was I whispered the answer to my friend who was sitting next to me, and he told her the answer.
Wow,
What
you
a
were
king.
dedicated to
What a
not
king.
talking.
Yeah, I was commitment.
So
dude.
for someone who didn't talk so long, is that how you ended up like British?
I'm not British. What
You
the
are-
frick?
You're British.
I'm not. No.
People in the comments, write down if he's British or not.
Don't do it.
I think he sounds British, and a lot of people agree with me.
Don't do it unless it's no. I don't sound British. Please don't.
Why are you so against sounding British?
Because I'm not British. I know I'm not British. I
You
was
sound
born in
so-
Charlotte.
You sound so British.
I was
though.
born in Charlotte. Be like Stephen
You're
Grant.
still British. I think kids develop their accents at a very early age. So because you didn't talk, I think, and since you don't have much of a memory,
It didn't.
I think this is the scenario.
Am I Moon Knight?
Yeah,
Am I Moon Knight?
you watched a lot of BBC.
No,
You watched a British television network,
I didn't.
and you didn't realize this because you never talked. But you were slowly developing their accent,
Oh yeah?
and that's how it developed.
You think so?
I think
You think you're onto something?
this is therapeutic. I think we opened up something here.
I think we made a breakthrough.
This is a breakthrough.
Like
This
we
is
figured
why
it
you're
out.
British.
There it is.
I mean, you probably didn't want to go to therapy to figure out why you're British, but at least we have some kind of answer now.
I don't want to go to therapy because of my anxiety and depression. You think I want to go just because some dumb little kid is calling me British? No, I'm not gonna go.
I would like to think if you did go, that was the reason
This
why.
is the reason. This is it because of you.
One of my earliest memories, I was like 3. I don't know how I remember this. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but I was like 3. And like we were on the playground, and those little like fake houses, they're like this big.
Yeah, that's like one of the things I hid in preschool to hide
yeah.
from the teacher. Yeah.
Like they're cheap and they're fun to be in. And I remember at that age, there was a bee
Oh no.
that was following us kids, and we all ran inside of one of these buildings. Like we were all cramped, and we were just all quiet, be like we were like
be quiet, cause
we were like
I
scared.
want the bee to hear you.
And then I remember this so visually. The bee slowly comes to the window. The open window. It's not a real window. It's just a square.
It's a hole.
And all of us ran out and went to the next building.
Nice.
It was in my head. I'm like, this is a cartoon moment right here.
That's a Scooby-Doo moment.
This is a Scooby-Doo moment. We're running away from the bee. Oh, but I remember that so visually. Another thing I remember in that in that daycare.
Oh my gosh, it's 9:30. Am I going home tonight?
You can stay here if you want.
Okay.
It might be easier.
Yeah, it will.
Another thing I don't remember the argument. I don't remember what happened. I just remember this kid about to bite my arm.
How dare he?
And I don't even remember if he bit me or not. I just remember him. I remember that very visually for some reason. Like, I knew he was going to bite me. Knowing me, I probably hit him before he did anything. I don't like getting bit. That hurts.
Do you not?
No.
What about now? Do you like getting bit now?
Oh, yeah. Definitely now. All the time.
Heck yeah, brother. Oh, goodness.
Oh, man. We're about
other?
2 boxes in, looks like.
I don't even know. I've been zoned out. I may have gotten a shiny. I don't know.
How far has this episode gone into so far?
We're 40 minutes in.
Talking really does make it go by fast.
Yeah, we're 40 minutes in, dude.
I really want to get a shiny in the first episode.
Probably not gonna happen.
Probably not.
Probably not gonna happen.
But I would really like it to happen.
Right now. I would love it if it happened to me.
I'd love it if it happened to me.
I don't care if it happened to you. I want it to happen to
Man, I feel like there's so much we still haven't talked about yet.
There is.
So.
We were talking about meeting each other. We have not gotten to the part where we have met.
Yeah, so tell me, when you got leading up to, like,
I'll say I did like my my 3rd grade teacher. I loved my 3rd grade teacher. I was actually in like a trailer for my 3rd grade year.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was like, because like they were doing like renovations to the school and
And you lived at the school, so they put you in a trailer?
No, I didn't live at the school. It was like our class was like in the trailer. Like
that actually sounds fun.
Our classroom was in a trailer.
I would have loved that as a kid.
It was interesting. I do remember one day, actually. I was feeling sick. We had eaten macaroni for lunch. And I'll tell you why I know that in a minute. But like, we were supposed to be doing like a little project in class one day, and like I'm just not having it. So my teacher comes over, she's like, do you feel good? I'm like, no. I'm like, she's like, do you need to go to the bathroom? I'm like, yeah, okay. So, and this was like part of the era, the buddy system. So it was me and my friend Ty. We went out, and it was like the trailer, it had like a little ramp that like led down. So I'm walking down, and I'm just not having it that day. So I sit down on the ramp, and because I'm just not feeling good. And my friend Ty, kids, they're like savage.
Yeah.
And they don't care about anything. So Ty's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go get some water, okay? I'm like, whatever. So he starts walking away, and when he walks away, I just throw up, right there. And I know we ate macaroni because a little macaroni noodle came out.
That's gross.
One single one, by the way. Just one.
You did this.
That was him. So.
Oh, gross.
That's like my only vivid memory of 3rd grade. Other than I would always hug my teacher when I left.
Because I hugged a bunch of my teachers.
Her name was Miss Adele. I loved her so much.
I had my 1st grade teacher. I think her name was Miss Dunbar, and I loved her. I know it sounds like a dumb name. No offense, Miss Dunbar.
Dunbar.
Yeah. But like, she was such a nice teacher, such a nice person. She's one of the teachers I remember. I don't remember being in her class that much, but I remember her being such a nice teacher.
I remember like all my teachers' names.
I feel like if you're able to be remembered as that teacher, I feel like you were a good teacher.
Yeah, like kindergarten was Mrs. Keeger, 1st grade Miss Anthony, 2nd Miss Bryant, 3rd Miss Adele. Like, I remember them.
Yeah, being nice to kids, it does matter. They're not all stupid and gonna forget you later on.
I don't remember my 4th grade teacher. My 4th grade is when I switched schools. I went to like a small private school. And boy was that a time. And I can't remember my teachers' names, and really the only memory I have of that school was one of my teachers. I hated her so much. She's like, you can call me a witch, or you can call me a word that rhymed with witch that I cannot say. Oh my god,
she said that to elementary kids?
Yeah, she did.
What the crap? Was this a private Christian school?
It was like a Lutheran school.
What the heck? So like,
them
they curse like sailors over at the Lutheran churches.
That was the only time I ever heard heard her curse.
We went to a religious school, by the way.
It was a time. But yeah, she said that, and it wasn't just like 4th grade. It was a. You remember Jamie? From
Did he go to this school?
Yes, we went.
Wow.
We were in the same grade. The same 4th grade, because they like, for some reason they had 4th and 5th grade combined, because I guess they didn't have like a lot of students go there.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It was very small. So
when you have teachers like that, I'm not surprised. Do better schools, you might
Yeah.
actually get people.
So I think me and Jamie were like the only 4th graders there.
Uh-huh.
And then it was like the rest were like 5th graders, which was fine. We all got along. It was fun. But yeah, he was in my class. So I was good at math. I remember that. I remember how we did our math. Like we would always like they have like a little sheet, like a little score sheet. We would like fill in the bubbles, kind of like how we did for like the achievement test or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we fill in the little bubbles. Well, that was it for like our math assignments or something. And we would get there and we would like scan it. It was like kind of like how they do the lottery, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fun. I was good. I was like doing 6th grade math.
I learned so much about you.
I was smart back then.
I think this is the most I've ever learned about you all at once.
In a single sitting.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, sometimes a random story comes up, but I feel like it's just one story after another. Because, I mean, we never really explored much of your life before we met.
Probably because we don't care.
I'm actually invested. This is very fun. I enjoy this conversation.
Yeah. And then, 4th grade. I was in a play in 4th grade at that school, at that Lutheran school. You know, it being a Lutheran school, it was like a biblical play. It was like a Christmas play, so we like did the whole Christmas story and all that stuff. I was a wise man.
Oh, man.
I was a wise man. I had one line, and I nailed it.
What was it?
It was we were like telling like how we saw the star in the sky or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And my line was, "And up there in the sky," and I had to look and point up.
I thought it was gonna be, look.
I wish I could have done that. That would have been amazing.
Oh, that would have been great.
Look.
Nailed it.
Yes. Yeah, bad.
Yeah, Brad.
But yeah, that was my one line. I nailed it. It was dope. And I think we did. I can't remember what this play was. I think we were like animals or something. 4th grade, mind you. So we were like animals. And we like
talking animals?
I guess? I can't remember. All I remember is we started like in the back of the auditorium, so like the stage is up there and the audience is like facing towards the stage, and we were like behind the audience in a room. And like when the play started, we would come out and we would just like they pointed out to us like where our parents were.
Yeah.
So we could like go back behind them and like scare them, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember anything else about that play other than that. Like that is it. But that was 4th grade. That was fun. It was the time for me. And then 5th grade, I went to his school. I started going to his school. And then we met. There were 2 5th grade classes, and we were put in the same class.
Was there any thought process that went behind going to that school specifically that stood out? Do you remember? Because I mean, this was also during. I'll get to my story in a minute.
Yeah.
But that was also at a time where it was very memorable for me.
Yeah.
So I want to know if you had any thoughts transitioning from that school to the new one.
I don't honestly remember, because I knew that, I knew I didn't want to stay at the doggone Lutheran school. But at the time, 2 of my friends who I went to church with went to, your school. Taylor and Trey.
So do you think that made you a little bit more excited?
Yeah. And then they both ended up not being in my 5th grade class, the same 5th grade class as me.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny. So that was that. But it worked out. Here we are today.
Yeah. So I guess I'll mention my story next. I stayed at the same school my whole life. Even after we met, stayed at the same school my whole life. And so I was actually in another class before I ended up in his class. And in this class, it's easy just to tell everybody I was popular. And the reason I say that is because I had best friends that were like considered the quote-unquote losers of the class.
Yeah.
And I was also best friends with the quote-unquote popular people of the class. So I didn't really know where to...
Worlds.
Yeah, so I didn't really know where I would be labeled at. You know, I hanged out with people like Dusk, which he was the most hated person in the class. And then I hanged out with Brandon, which obviously...
He called me Tube Sock.
I
I don't know what...
Personally, I think he was one of the coolest kids in the class.
He called me what was it, 7th grade? When we were in 7th grade, he was in 8th. It's like, he called me Tube Sock. I called him Pudding Cup. I don't know why.
It's funny how things just work out.
Yeah.
So, man, I remember going to sleepovers with Captain. He was in my class. He was more on the unpopular side because he wasn't very talkative. And then I'd go to a sleepover at Brandon's house like the weekend after. So I was like...
You cheating.
Yeah, I wasn't cheating. It was weird. Like, and at that point, I would really consider Captain my only bestest friend. Well, actually, Austin was a very close friend, but that didn't last too long, apparently.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's so sad.
So... Oh, wow. TV blacked out for a second. So I go through all of elementary school. Everything's fine. And then on like one of the last days of 5th grade, the last week, I remember this so vividly. And the more I think about it, I'm like, why did they do it this way? And what I'm talking about is they gave everyone a piece of paper, a colorful piece of paper that said, basically, they made it through 5th grade. And then my paper was gray. And
why did they do that?
It's almost like demeaning, right?
What the heck?
It's like in my head again. It's like, this is a freaking comedy.
That is
except it's not funny.
Hilarious.
I was like, because since my paper was gray and everybody else's was colorful, and like obviously that they had passed, mine wasn't specific that I failed. The way they worded it was like, like I don't even remember. It's been so long. We highly encourage you to step back from moving on.
To relearn.
And like I remember seeing that, and I remember like my heart stopped. Like time froze for me, and I remember Austin. He was there, and I'm like, Austin, I think I just failed 5th grade. And like I showed him the piece of paper, and he's looking at it, and he's like, I don't know. And then we both talk. We're Miss Ellis is at the front. We both look at her.
Oh, not Miss Ellis.
Miss Ellis was the worst teacher. She is the reason I failed a grade. Because her test, like for 5th grade, if you didn't give a specific answer, like let's say it was a history test, we would study a specific question and specific answer to that question. On the test, she would word the question completely different than how we learned it. And my brain doesn't work like that. It has to be the exact question, or else I'm not going to put the correct answer. So I failed a lot of subjects because she did everything like that, because she was my teacher for every subject. So obviously I failed. Lots of kids failed her class, by the way. I'm not the only one. And a lot of parents have complained about this. Eventually they got rid of her. But I remember I didn't ask her, because like my heart was like done. It was just dead. And Austin asked for me. And I didn't ask him to. He just did it because he was curious.
That's tough.
And he looks at hers and was like, did Drew just fail a grade? And I knew it was true because this is how she answered it. Let's not talk about that right now.
Ooh. Stinky.
So yes, I failed a grade. And oh my god, this was so dumb. like, we were lining up, and we went to the chapel, and for some reason, like, getting through the 5th grade was such a celebration. I don't know why this grade was so different than every other grade, but everyone stood up on stage, me included, but everyone was up on stage with their pieces of paper. Some people's parents were there. It was like a little ceremony of everyone who passed 5th grade. I'm up there. I didn't pass. I was just up there, devastated, trying to think of what just happened.
Yeah.
So I get home, I talk to my parents. My parents are pissed. Not at me, but at the school. They're pissed at Miss Ellis.
The school that your mom worked at?
Yeah. My mom worked at the school. And they were... Oh, man, they were so upset. They talked to the principal. We talked to the principal all summer, trying to figure out what we can do. If I could do summer school, if I could do anything to make it where I pass the grade and move on. I was devastated. They hated that. They hated feeling like they couldn't do anything for their son. And I was devastated that whole summer because I didn't want to get stuck in your grade. Because in your grade, which there was people in your grade that you don't know about that really sucked.
Yeah.
There's 2 specifically, a different Brandon and a guy named Kalen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I really don't want to be stuck in a class with those guys. Luckily, they both left at 5th for some reason that same year. But eventually they both left. So after being told that there was nothing possible that could be done, that I was just too stupid and had to repeat the grade, I repeated it. And I still remember walking into our 5th grade class for the first time.
Miss Rab.
Miss Rab. Feeling so nervous, so out of place. I don't know anyone in there except Lewis. And the reason I knew Lewis is because, my mom worked there.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to stay there most summers up to like 4th grade. And Lewis, it was like summer camp, and Lewis would also be there as well. So I knew Lewis. And Lewis was actually going to be in the other class.
Okay.
And because I knew Lewis and my parents knew how hard it was, my parents talked to the principal, and they actually moved Lewis to my class so that I would be more comfortable because he was the only person that I knew. Man, that was the only class I got to share with him, and then he moved to a different school, which kind of sucks. He probably would have been a close friend to us.
He probably, because...
he loved Pokemon, too.
I was about to say, I know we, all play Pokemon together.
Like, if maybe we had been in the class a few years longer, we could have got his number and hanged out more. And
yeah.
I don't even know if I can find him on social media anymore. So, yeah, they specifically moved Lewis to my class to make me feel more comfortable.
Wow.
And, so being in that new class for the first time, I didn't really know anyone. I was kind of nervous. I just decided to be myself, which was...
a mistake.
Being like Eddie from Ed, Edd and Eddy. I was, I'm here. I'm the dumb kid. Everyone better know. I remember one of my first impressions that I made, which, so many people brought this up on how they remember me from 5th grade.
Uh-huh.
And the way I was introduced was Miss Rab was like, I don't know why she said that. Like, Drew has done this class before, so if any...
my God.
If any of you have a question, I will not dislike it if you ask Drew for some help.
What the heck?
And she pointed at me, and everybody looked back in the class at me, and I just went... and everyone laughed. So that was my first impression. I got a good first impression in 5th grade.
I think I vividly remember that.
I mean, it did happen, so you probably do have it, like...
It's locked somewhere back there.
Back to when me and you met.
Ooh.
Which, before we formally got acquainted, there was something I realized. I realized back then thinking, this kid is copying my personality. Like, I wasn't mad or anything, but it was like that, cartoon mindset of, he's trying to be like me, because I'm popular.
He's trying to copy.
He's trying to copy me. Because you did act exactly like me in that class. And, like, do you remember, like, our, like, the way that we were treated by, like, our students?
Our students?
Yeah. Like, the people in our class. They treated us exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like, they talked to us in the same manner as, like, it was like a child talking down to a younger child. That's how me and you were talked to. Do you remember that?
I do.
Especially, like, Becca and Emily. Like, they treated us like children.
The only thing I remember about Becca and Emily in 5th grade was they had those little Lemur dolls with the gigantic eyes.
And we were always scared of them. Like, or at least I was. I'm like, get that away from me! Why were those so popular? They were popular for, like, 10 years after that.
Why was Silly Bands popular?
Dude, Silly Bands, that's an ancient memory to bring up.
Remember when we had, like, 50 on our wrists at
Yes.
once?
And they were never ours. They were always given to us from, like, someone else.
We stole them.
We never bought our own Silly Bands.
No,
They were only popular for, like, what, a few months?
Probably.
Because I barely remember them.
Oh my goodness.
But that was my first impression of you. And then you actually brought this up. When we started, like, talking... Because we didn't, like, try to, like, talk and hang out. It just kind of slowly happened over time.
Yeah.
But, we had to take out the trash one day. And everyone had to take turns with new partners. And me and Raisin finally got partnered up. And I was just acting the way I usually do. Which, you know, as soon as we got out, there was a bird. And I tried to sneak up on him like, Raisin. Or I didn't call him Raisin. I think I called you Jerry.
Jerry.
I never got his name right.
He never knew my actual name.
It always started with a J. I knew that. And that was as far as my memory would take me. And so I'm like, Jerry, shh. I'm slowly walking up to this bird. I'm like, I'm going to sneak up on this bird. I get very, very close. And then I scream, hey, bird! And you remember this. Because I remember you brought this up not that long ago.
Yeah, that's like one of the 5 memories I have from.
Because that was one of our first impressions.
What?
One of your first impressions of me.
Oh man, this dude is stupid.
Wait, we weren't taking out the trash. We were going to the office.
Something about mail or something.
Yeah, we were like delivering mail.
Because it was on our way back. That's
we were
when it
mail
happened.
carriers before we started doing YouTube. Wow.
Put that on our resume, Doug.
So yeah, because I remember we had to cross that street and go to the post office.
Yeah.
And
because I think that's when you told me, like, you stopped in the middle of the street.
I didn't tell you. You watched me.
Yeah, you didn't tell me.
I'm like,
we walked across the street.
I'm like, Joe, wait here.
Joe?
We have to look.
We stop in the middle of the street. He's like, we gotta look both ways. I'm like, why are you doing it in the middle of the street? He's like, because if they hit you, we can sue.
Yeah, we could sue them if they hit us. So I got in the middle of the street. I looked left, right, left.
And left again, and that's it.
Right.
You do the left, right, left, and then you keep going.
That's I kind of know it's safe at the third left. That's when I know it's all right.
The second left is it's okay.
So yeah, that was like our first.
That's some first interactions with each other.
Very, very first interactions. So that went on, and we were in the class for a full year. That was a good year. I was so afraid of that year. I didn't know what to expect, and that ended up being one of my favorite years.
I think 7th grade was my peak year.
7th grade was a good year.
7th grade was my peak year.
That was a hard grade to get situated in because everything was changing all at once, and it could be nerve-wracking at first.
6th grade. When did Brooke and Emily spray us with perfume? What year was that?
6th grade.
That was 6th grade?
I remember Brooke sprayed perfume in my mouth that year.
Oh, yeah, and then Emily sprayed it in my eye.
Yeah, for some reason the girls really like spraying us. I guess they didn't have pepper spray back then.
If they had it, they would have used it.
Oh, man. But
Oh my gosh. I
okay,
remember...
so beginning
Oh my goodness.
the beginning of our
Memories.
Pokemon journey.
That was in 5th grade, wasn't it?
We 6th grade
Was it?
actually. Yes.
No, because I think I
Well,
remember
we played Pokemon before we met each other. Obviously.
No, because I remember we were playing it on the Washington trip in 5th grade.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Oh god.
I'm getting to that.
Spoilers.
Washington trip, that was 6th grade actually.
Was it?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, it was like a 5th and 6th grade trip. Because I remember, I was roomed with Michael Pratho.
Was that a 5th grade trip, really?
I'm pretty sure it was.
You might be right. It might have been a 5th grade.
Because I don't know why they would do 6th and 7th grade trip. That just seems weird.
So, wow, that makes it more memorable then. Because that was on our very first year of meeting each other.
Yeah.
So, we ended up on a bus. It was only me and you from our class on that bus. And then the rest of our class was on a different bus. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
I remember that.
But I believe it. But to be fair, I don't remember anyone else on that bus, from our class.
Really?
To be fair, I can't put a face. I know Miss Irvin was on that bus. And then...
Yeah, but she was with the 6th grade at that time.
Yeah.
So we were with the 6th grade bus.
I remember us not only just playing Pokemon, I remember us singing Life is a Highway. But we sung it wrong.
Yep, we sung Life is a Driveway.
Life is a Driveway.
And we sang that all the way there, man.
Oh, yeah. Annoying little 5th graders we were.
Oh, God.
Dumb little
I bet we
children.
thought we were hilarious.
Oh, we were.
But if you watched us, we were probably so stupid.
You probably
so annoying, and not in the entertaining
punt us
way.
across the street.
Yeah, we were the kids you'd probably want to bully.
You
honestly.
would not bring us home to meet your parents.
But this was like the beginning of our Pokemon journey together. Because we both played Pokemon before this moment.
I don't think we knew it.
But, like, the main highlight of this whole trip is we played Pokemon...
3rd gen.
We played 3rd gen games. We played... I had Pokemon Emerald on a Game Boy Advance. You as well. Was it also Emerald?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I think so, because Emerald was my first game.
Then it probably definitely was Emerald. Then we were both playing Emerald.
Yeah.
I think I had my DS there too. Because, wait, was Gen 4 was out. It's been out, it was out for a year up to that point.
Yeah.
So we had that as well.
I didn't have it.
Oh, you didn't have it. So
I did
I
not.
had it. I would switch between the games. I remember switching back between Diamond and Emerald. For some reason, I was farming a lot of berries on Emerald. I don't know what I was saving up for. I guess for Pokeblocks for Pokemon contest.
The contest! I
Like-
remember 2 things from playing Pokemon on that trip. One was the Latios.
Yes.
I know
'Cause
you remember
I was
that.
teaching him how to actually get
Yes.
Latios in that game.
So, like, you taught me the little repel trick. To, like, get, like, a level... I think it was, like, level 40. So, like, you get them on that's level 40 or below, spray repel, and then walk around in the grass. I remember well. It was the grass to the left of Four Tree City.
That was the easiest grass to go back and forth on.
Yeah.
Because it would, like, run around the map, but every time you went to one side of the map, it would change. So you just go back and forth till it...
So I was there. We were searching for a good minute.
Very good minute.
Couldn't find the Joker. So it was a school trip to Washington, D.C. So we had like a tour guide, someone. Someone was up at the front of the bus speaking. And, you know, Drew and I, we don't care.
We were just playing
We want to play Pokemon. Well, as the good Lord would have it, there was a teacher sitting in front of us. And she, like put the game down. So, like, I turned my game over, but coincidentally, I was, like, running into a Pokemon at that point. So, my game is just face down, and as the speaker's talking, I, like, slightly lift it up, and it's the doggone Latios.
It's the Latios, and he has to stay there,
I don't
listening
know-
to the teacher, not able to play it.
I don't know what to... I think I just threw a Pokeball at it. I don't know. So, I remember that. The second thing I remember about playing Pokemon is we both reset our games. And we raced to, like, get our starter Pokemon to level 10.
Oh, man.
Guess what you had? A doggone Trico.
Yeah, of course. That was my
remember that.
man.
I remember
Wait,
you having a Trico.
yours was a Mudkip, right?
Probably.
Wow. That's kind of fun to think about.
Probably.
Another thing I remember okay, that's not the only thing I remember from that trip.
Mm-hmm.
Non-Pokemon related things. I remember, for some reason, I was obsessed with these rock sticks. Do you remember me eating those that whole trip?
Rock sticks?
It was like rock candy.
I have
It's
no
like a
idea.
bunch of, like a blue rocks on a stick. Sometimes it would be pink, sometimes it would be like red.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
I ate those the entire trip. I don't know why. I made that like the highlight, another highlight of one of the trips. And I do remember seeing the giant Abraham Lincoln, because I didn't think it was going to be that big.
I think I remember us like by the water.
I remember
of
that. I remember that too. That was like.
I think I remember that like vivid, like very slightly.
Yeah.
I think so, but I think we need to be wrapping up here in a minute.
Yeah. What time are we at?
We're over an hour. Hour 10.
Hour 10.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I feel like.
Well, I think I'm good right here.
I'm gonna hatch one more batch. One more batch before we end it
One more
off.
batch each.
Yeah.
Okay. That seems good.
That way we ended off on a good. I mean, I feel like I personally wanted to cover how we met and the beginning of our journey,
We got there.
and we got there, and it did not feel like that long, honestly. Like,
It really hasn't. Like that was wild.
I really enjoyed this conversation. I enjoyed
You learned some
I
new
like
things?
revisiting and talking to the viewers about it.
Mhm.
And like, I totally forgot I was shiny hunting this whole time. Like, it is just muscle memory.
Yeah, I told you. Like it's like I'm doing it one-handed right now.
What should our next conversation be about for the next hour?
For the next hour.
Yeah, for our next.
I mean, we could probably just keep talking about high school and stuff like that. Like,
I mean, there's a lot of things we can touch on.
there's a lot. We could just spend an hour talking
And
about
I know
grade.
Mike wants to come over here one day and talk with us. So like, the stories about Mike.
What's he doing tomorrow?
He's actually going to come over here for. Well, me and him are actually going to do a podcast. Separate from
Really?
this, if you could call this a podcast.
I mean, kind of. I mean,
The idea for his podcast, which I don't know if I'll sponsor it on here or not. I don't know how censored it's going to be, but I'm letting him kind of run the deal.
oh boy.
Which is one of his very first projects, because usually I run everything.
Yeah.
But the whole point of the podcast is he does some research on a specific subject, and he comes to me, and I know nothing about the subject. What it is reverse science time with Mike, where he knows everything and I don't know anything.
Wow.
And we play it out and see what happens.
He what? So like,
Which it's mainly conversation.
does he
though.
like try to teach you?
Yeah, he's gonna tell me about a subject,
Okay.
and me knowing him, like he always like says it wrong somehow, and I feel like I have to correct him even though I don't know
Yes,
the
of
subject.
course.
Like, it's just a normal conversation me and him have, so
It's
it can.
sugar, Mike.
Yeah.
It's sugar. Wasn't it
Why was
not?
that so funny?
Wasn't it not sugar?
I don't remember. I
I don't think
want to
it
say it
wa-
was baking soda. I think it was baking soda.
I think he kept calling it sugar. You kept correcting him, saying it was baking soda, and he said it. I think he said it was baking soda one time,
And then
you're
I called it
"It's
sugar."
Sugar.
We need
Mike."
we need to watch that video and see exactly how it went. It's sugar.
I don't remember anything else from that video except for "It's sugar, Mike," and that's how you said it too. You're like so sassy, like get it
We
right,
didn't know
You
what we were
idiot.
doing.
dog. And I was just there filming, like I'm just a cameraman, you know.
You were a great cameraman.
I know. I'm great. I'm still great.
Oh, but man, as we're wrapping up here,
We hope you guys enjoyed.
yeah, this was a
just a little
fun
conversation.
video.
And you know what?
If you made it to the end, that's awesome. I'm glad we were able to entertain you for this long.
You know what? Y'all can shiny hunt with us. Like, let us know if you got the shiny. If you
Dude,
did.
yes. Tweet at us. We are the Ditwicks. Instagram, tag us.
On Twitter.
I mean,
yeah,
you'll
let
get
us
a free
know.
like from us. I mean, that's
Post your story about your shiny on like your Instagram story, whatever it is.
It's fun to do this. It's like a mindless activity, and
Yeah.
it's so rewarding once it stops being so mindless.
Because we don't want to like do this on our own. We want to do this with you guys as well. So like, if you want a shiny hunt, tell us what you're shiny hunting. If you want to race with us, dope.
Yeah,
Don't beat us, please.
yeah. I mean, this can be so fun, honestly.
Yeah, let us know if you guys have any topics you want us to talk about. Let us know.
Yes, that'd
If
be
not,
very
then
helpful.
we'll just talk about our lives still. Talk about high school because like
There's
like we
so
said,
many aspects of
there's
our
a
lives
lot.
that we need to go
There
through.
was a lot to tell about high school. Oh my goodness me.
Oh yeah.
And then even after high school, we had a lot.
Yeah,
Because we
so
have been
much
out
has
of high
happened.
school. I don't know if you realize, we've been out of high school for 6 years now.
Wow, that feels so weird.
6 years now.
I mean, it kind of feels long, but at the same time, it kind of feels like it hasn't. You know?
Felt that.
Because high school is such a big part of your life.
I know.
Because you're kind of forced into it for so long.
Oh, it's crazy.
But anyways, thank you for watching,
Yes.
guys. As always, I'm Drew,
I'm Raisin.
and we are the Ditwicks.
We love you guys so much, and we see you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Peace out.